Hello everybody, it's Jennifer with creativecricketdesigns.blogspot.com, and today I am doing a 12 by 12 layout. Colleen and I from CBC Scrapbooking are doing weekly challenges, which I've mentioned before. And this week I chose to do the challenge of a border for a layout. And actually each of us have decided to do the border and then add it to a layout. For some of you that making a border on a layout makes it much easier. Like if you're in a hurry or you're not real familiar with scrapbooking, if you can create the border and then just add a couple mats, it makes scrapbooking much faster, I guess you could say. So I just thought I would choose to do the border. So yeah, so that's what we're going with. And the things I'm using today, I use this K & Company Halloween stack. This is probably 2 or 3 years old. I'm sure I got it at Michael's. But this is the set that I'm using. And then for my border, I use the Spider Edge Punch from Martha Stewart. And I use this ribbon on my photo mat, this one right here on the bottom. This I got at Hobby Lobby last year, I think. And then I have a piece of white 12 by 12 cardstock that I inked around the edges with some of this Distress ink from Tim Holtz. It's the black, or I think it's what it's, black soot. And I kind of did a little bit more inking than I normally would, just to kind of really tone down the white, because I didn't want it to be like super bright. Otherwise it would look, like this, and that white really pops. And I didn't want, like, well, I don't know, just how I did it. So, and then I'm going to have my paper going this way versus up and down. So we're going to go ahead and get this adhered. And I'm using zip dry glue. And I love this glue, which most of you know, because it makes it easier to maneuver your papers around so that you can get them as even as possible. Because like if you use the ATG guns and stuff like that, if you don't get it exactly on your mat the way that you want it, you're not able to move it around. It's kind of stuck there. If you can get it off the stickies, then you would be able to, but probably not. So then my next pattern paper is this polka dotted one. And then what I did is I used the Edge Punch from Martha Stewart, the spiderweb, and then I used the purple to kind of give it like an edge. And then this is going to go right on my layout off to the left. And I'm just going to go ahead and get that adhered. Okay. Then I'm going to make sure that they're even on the top and the bottom. Just push it down a little bit. Okay, and then my the images I'm using are from Treasure Box Design, and I think it's called Boo-ti-ful You. I'm almost positive that's what it is. But I'm not going to adhere all those yet. I'm going to actually put my photo mats on here. And what they are, the purple is 4 1/4 by 5 1/4, and then the pattern paper is 4 by 5. And I just did a one, photo mat with the mat or whatever. We're just doing 2 photos today. Okay, then I'm going to try to get that on there as even as I can. And then on this photo mat, I have a little charm that I won last year. And I'm not sure exactly who I won it from, because I didn't put their company name on the envelope. But it was one of the scrapbooking paper piecing sites. And then it has this little ghost. And then I tied it on with this Halloween twine that I also got a couple years ago from Trendy Twine or Annie's Boutique. Okay, so those look pretty even. Okay, and then I'll just go ahead and put my images on here. And I'm not going to pop anything up, I'm just going to go ahead and set it right down on to my layout. And this one I made really simple. It just has a couple of the ghosts and a couple bats. Nothing too, you know, very simple. I'm going with simple instead of more of the detailed with many files and stuff like that. So that's pretty much it. Nice and simple, and then you can add the photos. Will go right underneath the mat. They'll slide in here. Let me see if I can find a pencil or pen. So then, see how it would fit right underneath there so it doesn't take up any of the space. Or you can have it stop and just have it be above here so that you still kind of see your pattern paper. I've done that before too. So this is my really quick layout, and then let me get you one thing here. The measurement, my border for the pattern paper is 4 by 12, well 4 by 11 3/4 because I cut it down to fit my mat. And then I just took some purple and then inked around the edges and then just left a little bit, and then did the same with my black edging on there for my border. So this is my completed Halloween layout. It's really simple, not a lot to it, but then you can more focus on the pictures versus, you know, the whole layout. So I thank you very much for watching. You can find me on Facebook. It's Creative Cricket Designs. And then my best friend, Colleen, you can find her at CBC Scrapbooking. And then we'll see you again next week. Thanks for watching.